All right, what do we have here? I'm seeing an old Ford tractor. Is it a 9N? Is it a 2N? Is it an 8N? If you're a pro, you probably can tell that it's an 8N by the back rims. But anyhow, here we go. This is a bucket list item for me. I finally got my 8N. I'm in Eastern Tennessee. For context, these things still bring good money down here. People are still using these tractors, and I used this tractor. I got it for $1,400 as you see it. The owner had just put a clutch in it. The back tires have great tread, but they're dry rotted, and I am super excited. Now, when I was a kid, I was a tag along at a local sawmill in Landenberg, PA. There's me and my Honda QA50. I probably just heard the sawmill fire up, and I'm ready to go back there and get in the way or throw a hand in wherever I could. So they would use these tractors to skid trees out of the woods, and I just loved the sound of the flathead, and I was always so impressed on how much work you could do with one of these tractors. And you can see I've got the new tires and wheels on the front end. The original ones, I know if you're a purist, you could have saved these things. They had a lot of rust around the valve stems. I just bought some aftermarket wheels and some Carlisle front tires. Got them put together and put them on there because I'm not going to show this tractor. This is not a show quality tractor. I'm going to use it for work. Now the rear, it's slipping my mind now. Those all the ends were shot. I bought some heavy duty ones to replace those because I'm planning on using this tractor and I don't want it falling apart on me. So I've got 51 acres out here in Eastern Tennessee. I've done a bunch of land clearing and excavation with my track loader, and I'm really happy to add this thing into the mix. Now you can see that's a tiny house project. I'm disassembling that to move it for excavation, and this is just a good overview of some of the stuff that I've done with this tractor. I bought a gigantic land plane for this thing. I apologize for my track loader talking over that purring flathead, but yeah, so this is a 550-pound implement. The 3-point lifts it up just fine. When I was at the equipment place, the dog there peed on the tires, and these girls were checking that out, and then we ran into a little bit of a problem. Whether it was in draft or position control, the 3-point would randomly just lift up and it threw one of those rippers into the tire. So now we got to figure out what's what. If you're familiar with these tractors, you know what we're doing. We're getting right into that upper lid, seeing what's going on in there. There's a lot of usual suspects to point the finger at, and I found a little bit of a bend there that we straightened out. We did a Jubilee piston kit to upgrade that. May as well. We're at this point. That piston or the ring condition could have definitely been the cause. Now we're going a little bit deeper. You can see that pin there by the cotter pins. That thing's a little bit of a pain in the butt to get out. But I went after that and managed to get it out. A little old farmer's trick. Flip that pin around instead of buying a new one. So that's about it. As far as, what I did on this upper lid, I did set it up with some basic measurements. Now we're going to move into the pump. Now I didn't take pictures of this being all tore apart. The guy I got it from did tell me that when he got this tractor, it was sitting for a long time and it was full of water, and he flushed it a number of times, but it could probably use some more work. And he was right. This thing was absolutely full of sludge. I broke this whole thing down, cleaned it out, replaced the pressure relief valve, and made sure everything was moving smooth, and that was that. I was glad to put that behind me and get to using this tractor. You can see I got it stuck there, and then it died. The charging system was still the 6-volt charging system, and up to that point, it was running fine, and I was using this land plane. You can see things out there are smoothed up quite a bit. Fortunately, I had a 12-volt conversion on hand that I just had not gotten around to, so I just tore it apart where it was. And, you know, I got that on there, real nice and clean, brand new battery, and I'm really glad that I did that. And I probably should have done it sooner. But yeah, so here's some more work I did with that tractor. I moved everything out of this trailer. I put it on that utility trailer you've seen. I had bought a new trailer, did some work to that, and it's all ready to go. So this is just where I started putting things back in. That's my toolbox. And, you know, getting the tractor stuck again. Just for context, this is the area of the property we've been working on. In the green there, I also have what you see in the light green back there too, and we'll move into that area briefly further in the video. So we're using the land plane some more. This is Puppy Dog. She is very verbal and she makes her needs known. And then here's my chunky monkey coming around the tractor. That is Miss Lily, wanting to know where are the snacks at and when are we going on a walk. And then I had a buddy that we called Nightcat. He was a feral, straight, intact male that would only show up at night for food, and now he is my buddy, and he's coming around during the day for the food, just looking out for the dogs because they don't like him. So we're back out here doing some more excavation, and that's the driveway. You know, that land plane worked great. It's an old tractor. I had to sell this thing. Now, the reason that I decided to sell it was because I felt like I was overusing it, and what I really needed was a 4x4 tractor. I'm sorry, guys, I got the Chinese tractor. My neighbor, the repo guy, is a Facebook Marketplace bandito. He got this thing for $2,800 and sold it to me for $3,000. She's beat up, but it works. I threw the land plane on there, and you know, obviously dragging a land plane is dragging a land plane. It didn't necessarily make a cleaner job, but I didn't feel like I was abusing the tractor. I felt like I was beating up on an old man, overusing that 8N. So yeah, we moved on to this thing, and you know, in hindsight, there was a Ford Funk conversion that I really wanted. It was a fully restored tractor for like $5,000. If I would have got that, I'd have been better off because that's a 90 horsepower tractor. It was a show tractor, so I would have felt a little bad using it like I did with that one. But I'm really looking forward to getting one of those Funk conversions. That would be super cool, but that's all I got on this one, guys. Thanks for watching.